Hello seekers, welcome to Astrology. Today I'll be talking about the first house using KP astrology, which is the most accurate form of astrology. In KP astrology, we use Cuspal Sublord to assess the first house. Now, what is the meaning of Cuspal Sublord? First, let us understand what is cusp. In Sidereal astrology, let's say we are talking about an Aries ascendant, they say if a person is born as an Aries ascendant, the degree of his first house is 0 to 30 degree. While in KP astrology, we say if a person is born in any degree from 0 to 30 degree, the person is an Aries ascendant, not necessarily the beginning degree of the first house is 0 degree. So he can be born anywhere from 0 to 30 degree and he will still be an Aries ascendant. So let's say if a person is born at 25 degree Aries, this is called the cusp of the house, means the beginning degree of the house. And now when we talk about sublord of this cusp, we don't mean by the number which is there in that house. So if it is an Aries ascendant, the number that will be there is 1. 1 means Mars. No, we are not talking about this planet. Now let's say even if the person is having number 1 as the lord of the first house and he is having sun sitting there, that is also not the Cuspal Sublord. Cuspal Sublord is derived from the nakshatra at which the person was born. So now let's understand what does the first house Cuspal Sublord tells about a person. First house Cuspal Sublord tells about the appearance, behavior, birthplace, body, constitution, his complexion, dignity, fame, happiness or sadness, his head, health, honor, infancy, life, longevity, nature of the person, strength or weakness of the body and personality, accidents, comforts or lack thereof, hair, livelihood, loss of respect, maternal grandfather and paternal grandmother is also seen from first house, proficiency and aptitude, tendency to insult others, thinking, dreams, knowledge, sleep, stomach. 5th house, 6th house and 10th house also relates to first house. In a way, the person, how he thinks with his intellect, which is the 5th house, also relates to first house. His ill health, victory over enemies, which is the 6th house, also relates to the first house. How the individual is going to make his livelihood, all matters related to 10th house also relates to the first house. When Mars, for example, is the Cuspal Sublord, so Mars will give all its colors, aspects of life to the individual, and also it will give courage coupled with irritability, potentially aggressive behavior such as insulting speech, Martian profession, Mars-related illness, and so on. However, if Mars is only the sublord of the 5th house and not the first house, the native can have a sharp and sarcastic intellect, but he will not necessarily express those thoughts in words because 5th house only rules a person's intellect, his idea, and not the speech. The first house also talks about a person's dreams. Dreams means you must have heard as a child you have been asked what is your aim in life, what do you want to become once you grow up in life. This is the person's aspiration, and this aspiration is affected by the nature of the planet which influences the first house. The person's knowledge also is seen from the first house, which does not mean his formal education, but the practical life experiences which guides him through the way a person will live his life. I hope you liked this detailed analysis of the first house, and I will see you with the second house analysis very soon.